My dearest friends, a heartfelt welcome back to Vita Prime Health. As we move into the next chapter of our lives, we often find ourselves searching for ways to maintain our vitality, that spark of energy and zest that makes every day a joy. We read about the latest scientific breakthroughs, the most rigorous workout routines, and the most restrictive diets, believing that dramatic change is the only path to better health. But what if the secret to a more vibrant and energetic life isn't found in a drastic overhaul, but in the gentle, intentional choices we make every single morning? What if the key to boosting our circulation, sharpening our minds, and feeling a deep sense of wellness is already sitting in our pantries and our refrigerators? Today we're going to talk about a simple yet profound way to nurture our bodies from the very start of the day. A handful of incredibly powerful foods that, when made a part of our morning ritual, can work wonders for our circulation and overall vitality. This isn't about a complicated new diet. It's about a few small, delicious additions to your breakfast that can make a world of difference. It's a conversation about nurturing our bodies with kindness and wisdom, ensuring that the rivers of life, our blood, flow freely and beautifully, carrying nourishment to every corner of our being. Before we dive into these incredible foods, I would love to hear from you. What does your morning routine look like? Do you have a favorite breakfast that makes you feel energized and ready for the day? Please share your thoughts and cherished morning traditions in the comments below. Your experiences are a vital part of what makes our Vita Prime Health community so rich and supportive. The silent superpower, the power of 5 morning foods. The theme of our discussion today is how our morning meal can become a powerful tool for our circulatory system. Think of your circulatory system as a vast, intricate network of rivers and streams, carrying oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in your body. For these rivers to flow smoothly, we need to support them. And one of the most remarkable ways to do that is by consuming foods that help our bodies produce a substance called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas our bodies naturally produce, and it acts as a vasodilator, meaning it helps to relax and widen the inner walls of our blood vessels. When our blood vessels are relaxed and open, blood flows more easily, which can help lower blood pressure, improve oxygen delivery, and, as a result, boost our overall vitality. Now, there are certain foods that are particularly adept at helping our bodies create this vital molecule. Let's start with our first hero of the morning, spinach. Yes, that humble leafy green that has been celebrated for its strength-giving properties for centuries. Spinach is a powerhouse of a nutrient called nitrate, which is a precursor to nitric oxide in our bodies. When you eat spinach, your body converts the nitrates into nitrites, and then, with the help of beneficial bacteria in your mouth and gut, into nitric oxide. This is a quiet, natural process, and clinical studies have beautifully illustrated its effect. A 2020 study showed that a meal rich in nitrates from leafy greens significantly decreased both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Another randomized controlled trial found that consuming spinach over a period of 7 days led to a reduction in central and peripheral blood pressure, highlighting the potential of this vegetable in managing elevated blood pressure. The history of spinach is as rich as its nutritional profile. It's believed to have originated in Nepal over 1,400 years ago and was brought to Europe by the Moors, where it was often called the Spanish vegetable. It was particularly valued in the Middle Ages for being one of the first fresh vegetables available after a long winter. For a long time, its high iron content was famously exaggerated due to a misplaced decimal point by a German chemist, a myth popularized by the cartoon character Popeye. But even with the corrected numbers, its nutritional value remains undeniable. I remember a patient of mine, Eleanor, a spirited 85-year-old artist who was a marvel of vitality, but had been struggling with her blood pressure. Her morning routine consisted of toast and jam, a ritual she loved, but which wasn't serving her cardiovascular health. I suggested a simple change, adding a handful of fresh spinach to a morning smoothie or an omelet. She was skeptical. "Spinach in my breakfast? I'm not Popeye." She laughed, but she gave it a try. At her follow-up visit a few months later, a look of genuine surprise and delight was on her face. Not only had her blood pressure readings improved, but she also confessed to feeling more alert and having a deeper, more restful sleep. "I thought it was just a walk," she told me, "but it's become a punctuation mark to my day, a moment to clear my head and feel grateful for the day's end." Then there was Harold, a 67-year-old gentleman who often felt tired and weighed down, especially in his lower body. He started blending 2 cups of spinach into his breakfast smoothie every morning. After just 3 weeks, he told me he felt lighter on his feet, had more energy, and found it easier to stay active. That one simple change helped Harold restore the nitrate levels his body needed for circulation, and he noticed the difference every day. Next on our list is Greek yogurt with berries. This is a beautiful combination for both your circulation and your gut health. Greek yogurt is a wonderful source of probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that play a critical role in our overall health, including our cardiovascular system. The balance of our gut microbiome can influence everything from inflammation to the production of nitric oxide. Clinical trials have suggested that regular consumption of probiotic yogurt can improve markers of endothelial function and reduce levels of inflammation, which is a key contributor to blood vessel damage over time. Probiotics also help our bodies process dietary nitrates more effectively, meaning that if you eat foods like spinach, your body can use them better. Paired with berries, particularly blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries, you have a dynamic duo. Berries are bursting with anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds that give them their vibrant red, blue, and purple colors. Anthocyanins have been linked to a reduced risk of hypertension and improved blood pressure. A study found that people aged 60 and older with a high intake of anthocyanins had a 12% reduction in the risk of high blood pressure. These compounds support the lining of our blood vessels, making them more elastic and responsive. The cultural significance of berries is immense, especially among Indigenous peoples of North America, who have been gathering over 250 species of berries for thousands of years. The wild strawberry, for instance, is considered sacred and is celebrated as the leader of the berries because it is the first to appear in spring. In the Anishinaabe language, the root word for strawberry, odeyimin, also means heart, signifying its medicinal power as a blood remedy and a powerful medicine for the heart. I have another patient, a kind gentleman named Robert, who was a retired school principal. He was so diligent about his health but felt a bit lost when it came to diet. He was eating the same high-sugar cereal every morning. I suggested a simple switch to Greek yogurt with a handful of fresh or frozen berries. "It's so simple," he told me. "I can't believe I didn't think of it myself." Not only did his blood sugar reading stabilize, but he also reported feeling less fatigued in the mornings. "I used to feel a bit of a slump after breakfast," he shared. "Now I feel ready to start the day with a bit more energy. My wife even says I've got a bit more spring in my step." I'd be deeply interested to hear your thoughts. Have you ever tried adding berries or yogurt to your breakfast? Or perhaps you have a clever way of making your breakfast both healthy and delicious. Share your invaluable insights in the comments below. Our third morning champion is the avocado. Don't be afraid of this fruit's fat content. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are the good fats that are essential for heart health. They also contain an impressive amount of potassium, which is a mineral that helps balance fluid levels in your body and plays a critical role in regulating blood pressure. The healthy fats in avocados have been shown to improve something called flow-mediated dilation, which is a measure of how well your arteries can widen and narrow. This is a key indicator of the health of your endothelial function, the lining of your blood vessels. A study on overweight and obese adults showed that those who consumed a meal with half or a whole avocado had improved flow-mediated dilation compared to a low-fat, high-carbohydrate meal. The avocado's history is steeped in ancient culture. The Mayan civilization considered the avocado a sacred part of their mythology, with ancestors believed to be reborn through fruit trees, including the avocado tree. The ancient Aztec word for avocado, ahuacatl, also meant testicle due to its shape. According to their mythology, the fruit was believed to give strength and vitality. The avocado has also been iconographically documented in Mesoamerican art for hundreds of years. Frank, who's 59, didn't believe it at first. He joked that avocado was just expensive guac, but he was dealing with heavy legs, low energy, and feeling tired by the afternoon, so he gave it a shot. 2 weeks after adding half an avocado to breakfast, Frank said his legs felt springy. He had more energy for walks and even laughed, saying that green stuff really works. Better circulation lifts your mood too, not just your blood flow. It supports your quality of life. The fourth food we'll explore is a treat you can feel good about, dark chocolate. Yes, you heard me correctly. Dark chocolate, with a cacao content of 70% or higher, is a remarkable source of flavonols. These powerful antioxidants have been shown to stimulate the production of nitric oxide in the endothelium, the lining of our arteries. This helps to relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve overall blood flow. The key is to choose dark chocolate with high cacao content and to consume it in moderation, as a small mindful addition to your morning. Dark chocolate's journey from a sacred Mesoamerican beverage to a modern-day health food is fascinating. The Olmec, Mayan, and Aztec civilizations were among the first to discover and revere the cacao bean, turning it into a bitter, frothy drink reserved for royalty and religious ceremonies. It was only after Spanish conquistadors brought the beans back to Europe in the 16th century that it was transformed with the addition of sugar and spices, becoming a luxurious indulgence for the elite. Today, it remains a symbol of indulgence and wellness. I think of my patient, a lovely woman named Margaret, who had always been told that chocolate was a guilty pleasure and a food to be avoided. When I recommended a small piece of high cacao, dark chocolate as a morning treat, she looked at me with a mix of surprise and pure delight. She began to have one small square after her breakfast each morning. "It feels so decadent and yet so good," she told me with a twinkle in her eye. "It's a little moment of quiet luxury just for me. And the fact that it's good for my heart, well, that just makes it all the sweeter." Finally, we have the magnificent pomegranate. This ancient fruit with its jewel-like arils is packed with polyphenols, particularly elagitannins and anthocyanins. These compounds are potent antioxidants that can help protect our blood vessels from damage and enhance circulation. Studies have shown that pomegranate consumption can reduce inflammatory markers that can damage blood vessels over time, suggesting it can support better long-term vascular health. One meta-analysis found that pomegranate consumption significantly reduced both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, especially in individuals who already had elevated blood pressure. The pomegranate is a fruit with deep symbolic meaning, held sacred by many major religions. In the Greek myth of Persephone's abduction by Hades, the pomegranate represents life, regeneration, and marriage, a powerful symbol of new beginnings. It's a fruit that connects us to a rich history of renewal and vitality. So how can you start your day with pomegranate? A splash of pure pomegranate juice in your morning glass of water, a handful of fresh arils on your yogurt, or even blend it into a smoothie. It's a simple, beautiful way to add a potent dose of vitality to your morning. I'd be deeply interested to hear your thoughts. Do you have a favorite way to enjoy pomegranate, or have you discovered another food that makes you feel energized in the morning? Share your thoughts and discoveries in the comments below, navigating the myths and misconceptions. Despite the evidence, many myths persist about diet and circulation, particularly as we age. Let's gently address a few. Myth: seniors can eat whatever they want because their metabolism has slowed down and they need to gain weight. Truth: this is a dangerous misconception. While caloric needs may decrease with age, the need for nutrient-dense foods actually increases. Seniors are at a higher risk of malnutrition, even with access to food, because of chronic conditions and decreased ability to absorb nutrients. Nutrient-rich foods like the ones we've discussed are crucial for maintaining health and preventing disease. Myth: supplements are just as good as food for getting nutrients. Truth: while supplements can fill some dietary gaps, nutrients from whole foods are far more important. Our bodies are designed to absorb and utilize nutrients in their natural, complex forms found in food, not in a pill. The ability to absorb nutrients from food decreases with age, making it even more important to get nutrients from whole foods, not just supplements. Always consult your physician before taking supplements. Myth: dark chocolate is an unhealthy treat that should be avoided at all costs. Truth: while milk chocolate and high-sugar chocolate bars are often unhealthy, dark chocolate with 70% cacao or higher has a very different nutritional profile. Its high concentration of flavonols and other antioxidants offers significant health benefits for circulation and heart health. The key is moderation and choosing the right kind. Myth: poor circulation is just an unavoidable part of getting older. Truth: while it's true that nitric oxide production naturally declines with age, poor circulation isn't a foregone conclusion. The symptoms of poor circulation, like heavy legs, low energy, and cold hands, are often a result of not getting enough of the key nutrients that keep blood vessels open and healthy. By intentionally incorporating foods rich in nitrates and antioxidants into our daily diet, we can support our bodies and maintain healthy blood flow. Lifestyle integrations, and daily practices. Embracing these foods is more than just a dietary change. It's an invitation to a more mindful and joyful way of life. Here are a few ways to beautifully weave these habits into your mornings. The Power Breakfast Smoothie. Combine spinach, Greek yogurt, a handful of mixed berries, half an avocado, and a splash of pomegranate juice with a bit of water or almond milk. This is a delicious and potent way to get all 5 of our morning champions in one go. A savory start: scramble a couple of eggs with fresh spinach and top with sliced avocado. Enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate afterward as a mindful treat. The morning ritual. Pair your breakfast with a few minutes of quiet reflection, a short walk around your garden, or simply savoring your meal without distraction. This integrates the nourishment of food with the peace of a mindful moment. A detailed FAQ for our Vita Prime community. Question: how long will it take to notice a difference after adding these foods to my diet? While everyone's body is different, some people notice a difference in as little as a week. Things like more consistent energy, feeling lighter on your feet, and a sense of warmth in your hands and feet can be some of the first signs of improved circulation. Other benefits, such as a measurable reduction in blood pressure, may take a few weeks to become apparent. Question: do I have to eat all 5 of these foods every single day? No, not at all. The goal is not perfection, but progress. The intention is to incorporate 1 or 2 of these foods into your morning routine on a regular basis. Think of them as tools in your health toolkit. One day it might be spinach in your eggs, and the next it might be yogurt and berries. Consistency over time is what truly matters, not a rigid daily checklist. Question: is it true that these foods work better together? Yes, that's exactly right. The effect of these foods is cumulative and synergistic. For example, the probiotics in Greek yogurt improve how your body absorbs the nitrates from spinach. The healthy fats in avocado can help your body absorb the polyphenols in pomegranate, and the vitamin C from berries helps the flavonols in dark chocolate work more effectively. Together, they are a powerful team. Question: I have a medical condition. Should I make these changes to my diet without consulting my doctor? This is a very important question, and the answer is a firm no. You should always consult with your physician or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have an underlying medical condition like diabetes or are on blood-thinning medication. These foods are generally considered healthy, but your medical professional can provide personalized advice tailored to your specific needs. Question: what if I can't find fresh produce? Are frozen or canned options just as good? Yes, they can be. Frozen spinach and berries, for instance, are often picked at the peak of ripeness and flash frozen, preserving their nutritional content. Frozen berries are a fantastic, cost-effective way to get your daily dose of anthocyanins. When using canned options, be mindful of added sugars and sodium. The key is to find what works best for you and your lifestyle. As we draw our conversation to a close today, my dear friends, I hope this exploration of a few simple morning foods has illuminated a path toward greater well-being for you. Remember, a thriving life is often built not on monumental efforts, but on the accumulation of small, kind, and consistent acts of self-care. Your body is a magnificent instrument, and nurturing it with these simple, beautiful foods is a wonderful way to honor its intricate wisdom and support its natural processes. This journey of wellness, of living fully and vibrantly in our senior years, is one we embark on together. If today's discussion resonated with you, if it offered a fresh perspective or inspired you to make a gentle change to your morning, I would be so honored if you would join our ever-growing Vita Prime Health family. Please subscribe to our channel right now. It's a simple act that ensures you'll receive all our future episodes, each designed to empower you with evidence-based insights and heartfelt support for your well-being. And if you know someone, a cherished family member, a dear friend, or perhaps a valued neighbor, who might also find comfort, inspiration, or valuable insights here, I would be deeply grateful if you would share this episode with them. Your sharing helps us extend our embrace, fostering a larger community dedicated to thriving at every age. Let's continue to support each other on this beautiful path. Thank you, always, for your precious time, your trust, and your unwavering commitment to your own health journey. Until we meet again, take exquisite care of yourselves and keep cultivating that wonderful vitality.